Good day everyone! Welcome to our new episode where you ask Dominicanos because when you ask, Dominican knows. Bad words or what we call as profanities is becoming normal nowadays. Naririnig natin ito sa mga napapanood natin, sa mga kanta, sa mga kaibigan natin kapag nagugulat. At minsan nagiging habitual reaction na natin ito. And minsan, it makes the conversation more funny or mas may dating. Pero did we ask the question, is it right for us to say bad words as Christians? So what are bad words? Bad words or cursing in the Catholic Encyclopedia means calling down evil upon God or creatures, rational or irrational, living or dead. So bilang isang Dominican, this is very contrary to our motto, benedicere, which means to bless. Or if we go back to the real meaning of the word benedicere, which means to speak well of, it really is against that word. So cursing means the total opposite of to bless. Cursing is also called profanities, which are hurtful, blasphemous, vulgar, and wicked. They are the worst things that can come from our mouths, and the Bible warns us to this effect of this truth.
But now, put them all away, anger, wrath, malice, slander, and foul talk from your mouth. Let no evil talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for edifying, as fits the occasion, that it may impart grace to those who hear. From the same mouth come blessing and cursing. My brethren, this ought not to be so.
So how about swearing? When we swear, we use the name of God. We should remember what the Catechism is saying, that we are never to use God's name in a foul way. So promises made to others in God's name engage the divine honor, fidelity, truthfulness, and authority. So they must be respected in justice. To be unfaithful to them is to misuse God's name, and in some way, we make God a liar. So our words affect our lives. What we believe is reflected in what we say. So Matthew chapter 12 verse 35 says, "A good person brings forth good out of store of goodness, but an evil person brings forth evil out of a store of evil." And in the continuation of this text from Matthew, it warns us of the things we say, even those we don't mean. So the Gospel of Matthew tells us that Jesus said,
I tell you, on the day of judgment, people will render an account for every careless word they speak. By your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned.
As a Dominican, we preach that all of our body parts, including our mouths, are supposed to be used to glorify God. We know this because of the 13th century prayer, Dominican blessing. So if we curse, if we speak bad things, we need to ask ourselves if the way we talk glorifies God. And if it does not, is it necessary? I too sometimes out of habit say bad words. And I know the struggle. It is very difficult to break. Nasanay na tayo eh. But we should not let these bad habits take over us. We are called to be holy, and our language should reflect that. And in this environment of hostility and divisiveness, may I invite you to do this together. Let us try changing our language to being gentle, to have benedicere as our motto. So the words we use influence others. And as Catholics, as Christians, we should be a good model to others. And let us start by not saying bad words. So bilang pabaon, may I remind you of St. Paul's words to the Ephesians. Dirty stories, foul talks, and coarse jokes, these are not for you. Instead, remind each other of God's goodness and be thankful. Benedicere. So say a blessing instead. Salamat sa panonood. Don't forget to support our preaching by liking and sharing this post, and also following our Dominican Facebook pages. And remember, ask Dominican Knows. Maraming salamat po.